ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सहब गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सहब गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सहब गुर प्रसाद। एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निर्भव निर्वैर अकाल मूर्त अजूनी सहब गुर प्रसाद। कमाले करामात कायम करीम रजा बख्श राजक रेहा को रहीम। अमा बख्शो बख्शन दे ओ दस्तगीर रजा बख्श रोजी देहो दिल पजीर। शहनशाह खूबी देहो रहनुमू के बेगूनो बेचूनो चूबे नमू। न साजो न बाजो न फौजो न फर्श खुदावंद बख्शन दे हुए शर्श। धन गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहब महाराज। वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह। We are visiting the Bani of Anand. The Bani of Anand is revealed by the third Guru Nanak, Guru Amardas at Goindwal Sahib. The word Anand itself reveals the nature of this Bani. It is related to the happiness of the human mind, the psychology of happiness. Judo Krishnamurti says we all want to be happy. We are all wanting and seeking happiness, and we want it forever. That happiness is Anand. And what is the nature of this happiness? Why does it elude us all? We seek this Anand. In fact, Guru Amardas says that this entire creation is moving towards Anand. It is yearning to experience this Anand, but it eludes us. Anand Sahib is actually a treatise on the human mind, on the psychology of our mind, of what it is seeking and what it is doing right or wrong. What should it do to experience this Anand? Anand is an absolute word, it has no opposite. So it is not dependent on any other external word to define itself. Like if we are to say what is good, we have to seek the support of bad. We will say that which is not bad is good. So the moment we seek good, we have already searched for bad. We need bad to define good. This is the dual nature of existence. The external world of senses is defined by all these dualities. Like right is defined by wrong. Happiness is defined by sorrow. Sin is also defined by that which is not sinning. Life is defined by death. So this whole creation is living on two planes. That is why this happiness which we experience in this physical world, because it is not absolute, it brings unhappiness with it. In fact, there is a very old story from the Greek mythology. And the Greeks used to make these stories to explain the psychology of mind. And they would say that happiness and sorrow were two friends and they fought with each other. They fought so badly that they would not come together. So God tied their feet together. One foot of happiness is tied to the other foot of sorrow. So when we go and seek happiness in life, we will always meet unhappiness because they live together. They are not absolute, but Anand is an absolute entity. That means that Anand has no reason for it. It is a state of being. You don't need any reason for this Anand. The only one condition which Guru Amar Das lays out for this Anand experience is meeting the Guru. In fact, the experience of Anand is so intense that one of the definitions of Guru comes from this word Anand. Jis miliye man hoye Anand, so Satgur kahiye. Guru is he who meets us meet Anand. And that is how Guru is defined. The other condition for Anand is that it does not exist in the realm of the ego. We experience this inner Anand only when we go through this journey of Gur Prasad, of grace of Guru, of meeting the Guru. And there, when we journey, we leave our ego to experience this. All absolute entities of life do not get shared with the ego. They go beyond the ego. And we only know the ego as our existence. If I am not, then what is? One of the key questions which Judo Krishnamurti asks, if not I, then what is? The meeting of Guru has this essential aspect built into it. The Guru has the capacity to take us beyond our ego self. There are 4 stages of the mind, as defined in mythology, in the Guru Granth Sahib. Jagrat, Supan, Sakopat, Turiya. Jagrat is the awakened mind, when we are all in conscious realm. Supan is the dream mind. Sakopat is the deep dream mind, where there is no ego. And that Sakopat state is the actual charged state of our dream, of our sleep stage. That happens only for a few minutes in a 8-hour realm. The rest of the time is preparation for the Sakopat, what they call random eye movement. When I experience, my eyes are always moving because I am dreaming. And for me, that reality in my dream is real. That dream is real. So my eyes are moving. And beyond this random eye movement comes a stage where there is no mind, where there is no function happening in the mind. Suddenly, the mind has gone blank. And there it is in Sakopat. It is actually connected to its own source. And that charges the mind. So some of you would have heard this word, yoga sleep, yogic sleep. Actually sleeping, but being alert. Going into deep dhyan. You find that rest. The mind's rest happens with the Naam. Actually, if we see, the Guru Granth Sahib is a treatise on the mind, on the play of the mind to its ultimate experience of life's inner realm, Naam. The meeting of Naam and Man. The meeting of Naam and the Man is what Guru Granth Sahib is guiding us towards. If we don't live Naam, then what are we living? We need to study that. What is the difference of the nature of our mind which we are living and what Guru Amar Das is talking about in this Bani of Anand? We have actually traversed 31 Pauris. Pauri actually means step. Every step closer to the ultimate experience. Today we will go through the 32nd and 33rd Pauri. And while we go through this, we will try and understand the nature of Trishna, desire, which is what Guru is telling us about today. What is the difference between our desire mind and the state of Man and Naam in Ananda mind? In the yogic tradition, there are these three words which are the nadis. They call these the three nadis. Ida, Pingala, Sukhmana. Sukhmana is the Ananda Nadi. These are not actual veins, but they are subtle energy flows in the space of the soul. Now what Guru Amardas is telling us today is the nature of Trishna, of desire, and how desire makes us wander. When we meet Gautam Buddha's tradition, Gautam Buddha starts with this conclusion that life is dukkha, life is pain, life is sorrow. And the reason for this pain and sorrow is desire, Trishna. In fact, Trishna is like a burning fire within us, makes us restless, makes us wander, does not leave us stable. We don't find rest and peace when in Trishna. The understanding of the mind in the conscious realm is about thought mind. But mind has multiple dimensions. And one of those dimensions are the thoughtless mind. What Guru calls kar, thir kar, ehran mat, sahaj. We go out to work in the day, we do our chores, we do everything. When we come home, we find rest. Similarly, in our mind's core, we find our actual rest in the inner mind. And we don't have access to the inner mind until we have Guru in our lives. In the Siddh Gosht, Guru Nanak lays out these conditions for the Guru. Sadgur ke janme gaman mitaya. When you meet Guru, he says, you will find a new life, a spiritual life. Gaman mitaya, wandering ceases. You find rest. We find our inner house. We find our home. Pure gurte naam paya jaye. What does Guru give you? He says, he gives us naam. For those of us where naam is cryptic and naam is undefined, naam is the realm of mind where there is no change, where there is stability, where there is happiness and joy unconditionally available to us with love. And naam is that sphere of the mind where ego doesn't exist. The ego ceases to exist. So the mind has two fundamental realms. One is the thinking, moving ego mind. And the other is thoughtless, stable, and joyous, anandit mind of the chit. In the Hindu mythology, these three words are often narrated: Sat, Chit, Anand. That which is truth is my inner mind, Chit, and that is Anand. These three mean the same thing. Maharaj says that the Guru is a trader. He trades. What does the Guru trade in? Guru trades in truth. Truth meaning that which is absolute, unchanging, and forever. Aaj sach, jugad sach, hai bhi sach, nanak hosi bhi sach. In all the four realms of time, the three realms is where there is time: present, past, future. And the fourth realm of time is where there is no time. In all these aspects, that which is truth is what the Guru trades in. And that truth's meeting has one fundamental experience built into it, and that is Anand. Anand paya meri mai Satguru mein paya. And that is the celebration of life. Let us read through these 32 and 33rd Pauri, and then we will go line by line to try and understand what Guru Amar Das, the third Guru Nanak, is telling us about. The place of Govindwal is where Langar was structured, institutionalized and expanded and given form. If you go to Govindwal, you will find a bauli which is going 84 steps down in the ground. That is one more aspect of that space. Govindwal is connected to three Gurus, Guru Arjan, Guru Ram Das and Guru Amar Das. And the instructions for the revelation of the Darbar Sahib, Harmandir Sahib, was given by Guru Amar Das at Govindwal. In fact, Guru Ram Das resisted to go to Harmandir Sahib. He went and came back. But Guru Amar Das insisted that this is an important task and you need to do it. And that is how this work was done in earnest. And then Guru Arjan, who was the grandson of Guru Amar Das, Toy tha, his daughter's child, Bani ka boy tha, was the one who revealed the Guru Granth Sahib as a Bani to us all, where he compiled the Banis of all the Bhagats of that time, checked on them, recorded them and sealed every Shabad in a way, locked them in such a way that they cannot be tampered with. If you read the Guru Granth Sahib, there is a lock in every end of the Shabad, a numeric lock. So a very scientific, hard, earnest, serious work was undertaken, the revelation of the Guru Granth Sahib. The only one Guru whose Bani remained to be added after Guru Arjan was that of Guru Tegh Bahadur, which Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Maharaj added at Damdami Taksal at Sabo Ki Talwandi, where Guru recited the Guru Granth from his memory. Come, let us go into the Pauri 32nd and 33rd and try and immerse ourselves in the Bani. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani, which Bani Amrit Sare. Thank you.
Vaheguru Sahib Jiyo, Vaheguru Sahib Jiyo, ए रसना तो अनरस राच रही, तेरी प्यास ना जाए, प्यास ना जाए होरत कितै, जिचर हर रस पलै ना पाए, हर रस पाए पलै पिए हर रस, बहुर न तृष्णा लागे आए, ए हर रस करमी पाइए, सतगुर मिले जिस आए, कहे नानक होर अनरस सब विसरे, जा हर वसै मन आए। वाहेगुरु ए रसना तो अनरस राच रही, तेरी प्यास ना जाए, प्यास ना जाए होरत कितै, जिचर हर रस पलै ना पाए, हर रस पाए पलै पिए हर रस, बहुर ना तृष्णा लागे आए, ए हर रस करमी पाइए, सतगुर मिले जिस आए, कहे नानक होर अनरस सब विसरे, जा हर वसै मन आए। वाहेगुरु साहिब जीओ।
Thank you, Manpreet. The ego has a desire. I am wanting, and that is how ego is defined. Trishna defines the ego. If we find someone who has no desires, we will see that there is no reflection of his or her ego. So my wanting defines me. My Trishna defines my ego. So ego and Trishna define each other. They support each other. The higher and deeper my desires, the stronger my ego is. And ego's relationship is directly connected to certain experiences of the world which cause pain. If one was to say, the God created this whole world, then why is there pain, and why is there conflict, and why is there wrongdoings? Then ultimately we will find that the layers of our mind which cause all this to happen are completely related with ego. And we will find that in the historical context, the king, the power, the money is always in conflict with the sadhu, because they are wanting to subjugate the sadhu. Maharaj says, "E rasna tu anras raj rahi." Ras means finding stimulation. Ras is where we find our desire. Now there are certain built-in experiences within the soul. And one of them is the ras of the Atma, which is what the name of this channel which we have kept, Aatamras. The ras, the joy, the fulfillment, the experience of happiness which we get from any experience of the world, any object of the world, any relationship of the world, or any bhog, any experience or action of the world, has everything to do with this ras of the Atma. The ultimate ras in this world is only of the Atma. There is a built-in ras, and that is unconditional. That has no reason for it. Whereas Trishna has always a reason for it. The ego has desires for objects, for relationships, for power, for money, and it's in those desires that there is a reason. Guru says that when we seek and desire in the physical realm, here Guru has used rasana, the tongue, our talking, as an example. But to my understanding, Maharaj is talking about the man. The man has used these senses to experience the world. These senses don't have a standalone entity. They are related to the mind. Only when the mind connects to the eye, it sees, connects to the ear, it hears, connects to the tongue, it talks, and it experiences the taste. When you get connected to the skin, you feel, you touch. So the senses come alive when there is a man. If the man is gone from the body, though the physical senses are all there, they become redundant. There is one question which Guru asks in the Guru Granth Sahib. And he says, this man ko koi khojo pai. Seek the man, inside the man. Tan chute man kahan samai. When the body goes, where does the mind go? There's a Bani of dialogue between Guru Nanak and the yogis of that time. In 4 places that dialogue was held. The name of that Bani is Siddh Gosht. In that, one of the questions which are asked by the Siddhs, yogis to Guru Nanak is, जब हृदय देह न होती तो मन कोठे रहता. When there is no body, there is no space for the heart, where does the mind go? हृदय देह न होती औदू मन सुन रहा बैरागी. Man is without rag, without Trishna, and it is in Sun state. Sun is the Samadhi state, where it is absorbed in itself, collapses in itself, withdraws from all the senses of the outer world, and is collapsed in itself. In these two bodies, Maharaj is going to tell us about Jyot. What is Jyot? The experience and revelation of the Creator comes in the Jyot. And these are not mere words. Those who can see the Jyot. Not with these eyes, but with the eyes of the man. Loin surt kare. When the man has eyes to see, it can see the Jyot when it departs from the body. It can actually be felt, seen, known, and that is what Guru Amar Das is telling us about today. That this presence of the Jyot in a body makes it alive or it dies. Its revelation, its coming into the earth, taking birth, has everything to do with the Jyot of the Creator. Maharaj says that Anras, other than the Atmak Ras, whatever Ras we desire will never satiate us. We will want more and more and more and more. What is the nature of this desire? That we have to keep wanting more and we don't get satiated. One of the reasons is that when desire is connected to a condition which changes, then the condition of the desire changes. I have a car I like, and the car is spoiled. So now my desire for the car has become pain. So whenever there is a condition, and the condition is in the changing realm, then happiness will become sorrow. Because this is what the world does. It changes. And in this change, our desire becomes unfulfilled. Guru has used two similes to explain this. One is the shadow of a tree, jo tarvar ki chhaon. The shadow of a tree is never stable. It's always wandering. And the other is a mound of sand, which is blown away by air, constantly changing, not permanently there. You hold sand in your hand and it will soon be empty. These are the desires of the world. And the Guru Granth Sahib tells us that in this experience of life, nothing will come in your hand. We may feel and chase these mirages of life, revelations of relationships, of jobs, security, money, of post, of knowledge, all these desires. He says nothing will come in your hand. Dastgiri na hai. Eh jo duniya seher mela. It is the basic nature of life. This experience of transient changing ego mind tells us that these are mirages which we are chasing, which will ultimately give us nothing. Then the question will arise, what are we doing and what are we seeking? Is there a state of mind where we have Anand, where we have the ultimate experience of Anand, and that which doesn't change. That means that this experience of Anand can't be intervened, can't be taken away, can't be destroyed. It is timeless, conditionless, absolute. So these two conditions of our sources of happiness, ras, define what we experience in life. We can experience both, but most of us will not experience both. We will, if we limit ourselves to the changing mind, which is what Maharaj is talking about. "Hai rasna tu anras raach rahi, teri pyas na jaye." You will never be satiated in the moving world. You will always keep desiring more and more and more and more. Pyas na jaye, horat kitte, jitchar har ras palle na paye. Till you find har ras, atmak ras, naam, you will wander and never get satiated, never be fulfilled, never be complete, never find that happiness which is forever. Pyas na jaye, the hunger will always remain. It will never go away. This is the nature of creation. Nothing wrong or right about it. But if we do not live the reality of life, then we fool ourselves. We look for happiness and we find pain. That is the nature of how we are seeking. When we seek happiness in the physical realm, happiness and sorrow both will come together. Sukh ko mange sabko, dukh na mange koi. Sukhe ko dukh agla, manmukh booj na hoy. When we are with happiness, pain will come next. That is the nature of life. Maharaj says, har ras paaye palle piye. Har ras. Bahut na trishna lage aaye. But when one finds Hari ras, Atmak ras, Anand of life, then trishna goes away. Either of one will remain, trishna or naam. And when we find naam, the condition of the mind is naam, japat, trishna, sab buji hai. Desire will go away when we find naam within us. Har ras paaye palle. When we have found ras of Atma, the non-doing mind, non-changing mind, finds Hari ras. Har ras paaye palle, piye har ras. And when we savor this Hari ras, this Atmak ras, this naam of life, bahud na trishna lage aaye, then desire is gone. It doesn't come near us. We are fulfilled, satiated. Naam, japat, trishna, sab buji hai. Nanak tripat agai. Tripat, complete. Completely agai, fulfilled. No more desire. Completely happy. Har ras karmi pai. Where do we find this Atmak ras? Where do I experience this Atmak ras? How does it get revealed to me, Maharaj? Guru says, har ras karmi pai. By the kirpa. The karam word in Persian means Gur Prasad, kirpa, grace, blessing, love. In Sanskrit it means action, karam. Har ras karmi pai. This Hari ras is found by the Guru's kirpa, Guru's prasad, Guru's grace. Satgur mile jisai. When Guru meets us, we find this Hari ras, this Anand, this unconditional state of being, where we are expanded into love, joy, happiness, unconditionally. Without doing, in the non-doing state. Maharaj says, Kahe Nanak hor an ras sab visre. And when this Anand Ras will come, when you will find this Hari Ras, Maharaj says, then this worldly desires, whatever ras or stimulation or happiness they will give you, they'll lose their meaning. They will lose their ras. Their potency is very less compared to Naam. But only when Naam is experienced, we realize the intensity of the love and joy within us. The unconditional state of joy, Anand. Satgur miliye jis aaye, kahe Nanak hor an ras sab visre. Because the source of all ras is the Atma itself. If there is no body, there is no joy out of being in a car which is driving well. If there is no soul, no Atma, it does not experience any other joy. The source of all ras is coming from the Atma. Stimulations differ. In the physical realm, stimulants are required. Good food, nice clothes, whatever we feel we desire, those are stimulants. But the ras is coming from the Atma. In the ego mind, it is with the reason, with an object, with the desire, with the relationship, with power, money, whatever we put our intensity and define ourselves with. But in the realm of the Atma, there is no such condition. That is the state of the Atma itself. It is full of Anand, happiness and love in itself, in its nature. And the moment we drop our ego and go into the realm of the Atma, of the spirit and the soul, we are experiencing this joy. This is what Guru Amar Das calls meeting the Guru. Guru opens this experience. This is a locked door within us. The Guru reveals it to us. Kahe Nanak hor an ras sab visre, ja har ras, har vase man aaye. When the Hari, God, Creator, is meeting the Man, then the Man is full of Anand. And all other joys which nature or physical experiences can give us become very minute, very small, minuscule compared to this joy. This is the experience of going home, of finding love unconditionally forever. And here there is no death. In the world there is meeting and separation. There is life and there is death. But in this realm there is no death. There is no time. There is no change. This is the 32nd body. Manpreet ji will read the 33rd body.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਜੀਓ, ਇਹ ਸ਼ਰੀਰਾ ਮੇਰਿਆ ਹਰ ਤੁਮ ਮੈਂ ਜੋਤ ਰੱਖੀ, ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ। ਹਰ ਜੋਤ ਰੱਖੀ ਤੁਧ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ। ਹਰ ਆਪੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਆਪੇ ਪਿਤਾ, ਜਿਨ ਜੀਓ ਉਪਾਏ ਜਗਤ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦੀ ਬੁਝਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਚਲਤ ਹੋਆ, ਚਲਤ ਨਦਰੀ ਆਇਆ। ਕਹੈ ਨਾਨਕ ਸ੍ਰਿਸ਼ਟ ਕਾ ਮੂਲ ਰਚਿਆ, ਜੋਤ ਰਾਖੀ ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਏ ਸ਼ਰੀਰਾ ਮੇਰਿਆ ਹਰ ਤੁਮ ਮੈਂ ਜੋਤ ਰੱਖੀ, ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ। ਹਰ ਜੋਤ ਰੱਖੀ ਤੁਧ ਵਿੱਚ, ਤਾਂ ਤੂੰ ਜਗ ਮੈਂ ਆਇਆ। ਹਰ ਆਪੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਆਪੇ ਪਿਤਾ, ਜਿਨ ਜੀਓ ਉਪਾਏ ਜਗਤ ਦਿਖਾਇਆ। ਗੁਰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦੀ ਬੁਝਿਆ ਤਾਂ ਚਲਤ ਹੋਆ, चलत नदरी आया। कहे नानक सृष्ट का मूल रचया। जोत राखी ता तू जग में आया। वाहेगुरु।
Fundamental aspect of birth is related to the body. Maharaj says, but the body is an external facade. The body comes about when there is a jyot. If I have to give a English word for jyot, it would mean light, lamp. But let's use the word energy, blessing. Energy with the blessing. Only when the Creator blesses us do we take birth, and the jyot of and the blessing and energy of the Creator comes, and then we find a body. A body is not found unconditionally. It is with conditions. And the Creator creates this experience of energizing our body, our Atma, our spirit, our soul. And this is what departs from the body. The jyot departs from the body. The energy departs from the body, and the body becomes dead. The jyot does not die. And the jyot, that energy, is the man. It's the bridge between the body and the Atma. The man collapses in itself. Right now the man is connected to the senses. It sees, it hears, it feels, so the life has come about. So that is why when the man, the ego mind is defined, and there is a question, where does the world come about? Guru Nanak is asked by the yogis, Kit kit bid jag upje purkha, kit kit tuk pinas jai. How does the world come about? And how do we go beyond pain? Kit kit tuk pinas jai. Maharaj says the world comes about through the ego, through the jyot energizing the body. The ego is formed, the man is formed. Home with jagupje purkha. Home, ego. Jagupje purkha. The world is experienced through the ego mind. So we should not take it lightly. But the tragedy is that we are all living the ego mind. And while we live the ego mind, we don't experience the source mind. The ego mind is transient, temporary. It's an opportunity mind. But the source mind is our permanent mind. The Creator's source, where we are created from. Maharaj says, Naam visariye dukh pai. When you forget Naam, you will find pain in life. And that is universally true for everyone. One of the richest, poorest, happy, not happy, everyone in this creation will find pain if they do not have Naam in their lives. Maharaj says, E Sharira Mereya, Har Tum Mein Jyot Rakhi. Maharaj is defining the body's conditions. The body is formed when the Creator blesses it with jyot, with energy, in love of its jyot. Tatu jag mein aaya. That is conditional. That is why you came into this being, into this realm. And this is not forever. There are in the Guru Granth Sahib paranormal realms of life also. Pishach, Bhoot, Pret, those beings who are wandering without a body in the torture chamber, so to say. Not able to take birth because they are trapped. So this is not a permanent guarantee, so to say. But we will get this body again and again. Not necessarily. There are conditions to this taking birth, and those are defined by the hukam, by the orders, the rules of that world. We should not take these as a guarantee. In fact, today we were meditating on the Shabad of Bhagat Kabir, when he says that Jo sukh ko chahe sada. When someone wants happiness forever, Jo sukh ko chahe sada. Sada is a charismatic word. Guru Amar Das has used this word chalat. Charisma. Magic happens. Jo sukh ko chahe sada saran Ram ki le. Don't go and seek in the physical then. Go into Naam, Ram ki saran le. Kahe Nanak, jo sukh ko chahe sada saran Ram ki le. Sun re mana, durlab manuk de. Guru Nanak says, kahe Nanak sun re mana. Durlab manuk de. Durlab. The body is not conditionally available for everyone. It's not Kabir, I'm sorry. Here Guru Nanak is, Bani of Guru Nanak is saying, Durlab manuk de. Getting the physical body again is not a guarantee. It's a rarity. We assume it is a permanent state. It's not so. Maharaj is giving the condition that only when this endorsed by the Creator, His Jyot, His energy system, do we take birth. Otherwise we cannot. Har Jyot rakhi, tud vich, taan tu jag mein aaya. He repeats. Only when He has blessed you, He has given you the energy that you have taken birth in this realm, in the physical body, in the world. And who, in this form of creation, the Creator is Father, Mother, all put together. He is everything. Har ape mata, ape pita. Jin jio upay. Who has given birth to the mind, the jio. Jin jio upay jagat dikhaya, and shown us the world. So there is someone out there who is our caretaker. A few pauris before, Maharaj said, within the womb He looks after you. Within the womb He is nurturing life. When you have no option, you have nowhere to go. He gave us an example of the turtle. Doesn't have milk. Lays its eggs and goes into the sea. Who nurtures those eggs? The turtle is no longer, never sees those eggs again. In the Vani, there is these lines we find, Ude udave se kosa. This pache bachre charya. Then kavan chugave, kavan khilave. Man me simran karya. The birds have flown Sehkosa, thousands of miles. 120 miles is one coast. Sehkosa, hundreds of miles. Hundreds of coasts. These birds fly from the poles to the South Pole. But their children are nurtured. Who looks after them? He says, Man me simran kare. They are doing simran of those birds in their man. And that simran nurtures life. Maharaj says, Har ape mata, ape pita, jin jio upay, jagat dikhaya. And shown us the world. Maharaj then says, Gur Prasadi Bujya. The Mool Mantra, the last word is Gur Prasad. It's an action word. Guru da Prasad, the Kirpa of Guru, the love of Guru, the blessing of Guru, the embrace of Guru, When he says, when you find this Gur Prasad, you will realize, bujya, ta chalat hova, then there is magic will happen. Chalat hova. What chalat hova? Chalat nadri aya. And you will see that what is the structure of creation. What's the structure of your mind? That you have an ego mind, and within the ego mind there is Anand, right there. Just bend a little lower, go deeper into the mind. Suniye maniye man ki tapa, antargat tirath malna. Pilgrimage is happening right inside our man. Just go in. Sufis call it the 11th direction. Antargat tirath malna. Maharaj says, Chalat nadri aya. You will see this magic of life, that which we are seeking forever outside is with us always, unconditionally available to us. Non-doing state is available. Without doing anything, it is available. It's an experience open to us. Maharaj says, Kahe Nanak Srisht ka mool rachya. The whole creation's fundamental mool, fundamental energy is created here when this happens. Jyot rakhi, when the body takes form and the jyot, the energy is put into the body. Tantu jag mein aaya. Because here it carries the ultimate experience of Anand within our mind. And who opens this Anand? Gur Prasad. Guru opens this man. Without Guru, this cannot be opened. That is why the Guru is at the key and the foundation of this entire spiritual experience. And what does this happen? How does this happen? Through the Shabad Guru. Shabad is the Guru. The Guru Granth Sahib is Shabad. And the Shabad is Amrit. Amrit is love, happiness, and non-dying, no death. Amrit. That experience of Amrit in the man happens through the Shabad. Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pav. Surt Shabad. When the Dhyan, Surt and the Shabad meet, then the experience of Anand opens. Guru is Shabad, Shabad Guru, Surt Tunchela. The 33rd body, Guru Amar Das Maharaj says, Kahe Nanak Srisht ka mool rachya. The fundamental part, building block of creation is happening here when the human body gets energized with Jyot and takes birth, and the man comes into the world and then can experience the ultimate experience of creation, the experience of Anand. Gur Prasadi bujya ta chalat hova. Right where we are. No conditions. Whatever we are doing, wherever we are, Bhagatanam Dev says, within the flash of an eyelid, nimak vich, narte sur hoy jaat nimak mein. So these are two worlds. The ego world is defined by the karma world. Action, reaction, record. There is no Guru. But when Guru enters the ego world, it becomes another world. A world of grace, where there is no action, where there is no record. And the ultimate experience of Anand is revealed to us. How does it get revealed? Gaviye, suniye, man rakhiye pav. Sing and listen and do dhyan of Shabad. Find love within you. And the ultimate experience of life, the Anand of life, will reveal itself. These are the this is the talk of these two bodies. If you have any questions, please raise your hand and we can unmute you and we can discuss your question. Otherwise, we will culminate the session with the Bani of Anand, 6 bodies after that. No questions? No questions by anyone? So we will start the Bani of Anand and conclude today's session. Manpreet.
जी वाहिगुरु जी। रामकली महला तीजा आनंद एक ओंकार सतगुर प्रसाद। आनंद पया मेरी माए सतगुरु मैं पाया। सतगुर ता पाया सहज सिद्धि मन वजिया वाधाइया। राग रतन परवार परिया शब्द गावण आइया। शब्दो तगावो हरि केरा मन जिनी वसाया। कहे नानक आनंद होआ सतगुरु मैं पाया। ए मन मेरेया तू सदा रहो हर नाले। हर नाल रहो तू मन मेरे दुख सब विसारना। अंगीकार ओ करे तेरा कारज सब सवारना। सबना गला समरथ स्वामी सो क्यों मनो विसारे। कहे नानक मन मेरे सदा रहो हर नाले। साचे साहिबा क्या नाही कर तेरे। करता तेरे सब किछ है जिस देह सो पावे। सदा सिफत सलाह तेरी नाम मन वसावे। नाम जिनके मन वस्या वाजे शब्द कनेरे। कहे नानक सच्चे साहिब क्या नाही कर तेरे। साचा नाम मेरा आधारो। साच नाम आधार मेरा जिन भुखा सब गवाइया। कर शांत सुख मन आय वस्या जिन इच्छा सब पुजाइया। सदा कुर्बान कीता गुरु विटो जिस दियां ए वड्याइया। कहे नानक सुनो संतो शब्द करो प्यारो। साचा नाम मेरा आधारो। वाजे पंच शब्द तित कर सभागे। कर सभागे शब्द वाजे कला जित कर तारिया। पांच दूत तुद वस कीते काल कंटक मारिया। तुर करम पाया तुद जिनको से नाम हर के लागे। कहे नानक तै सुख होआ तित कर अनहद वाजे। आनंद सुनो वड भागी हो सगल मनोरथ पूरे। पार ब्रह्म प्रभ पाया उतरे सगल विसूरे। दुख रोग संताप उतरे सुनी सच्ची वाणी। संत साजन भय सरसे पूरे गुर ते जानी। सुनते पुनीत कहते पवित्र सतगुर रहा पर पूरे। ਬਿਨਵੰਤ ਨਾਨਕ ਗੁਰ ਚਰਨ ਲਾਗੇ, ਵਾਜੇ ਅਨਹਦ ਤੂਰੇ। ਸ਼ਲੋਕ ਪਵਨ ਗੁਰੂ ਪਾਣੀ ਪਿਤਾ, ਮਾਤਾ ਤਰਤ ਮਹਤ, ਦਿਵਸ ਰਾਤ ਦੁਇ ਦਾਇਆ, ਖੇਲੇ ਸਗਲ ਜਗਤ। ਚੰਗਿਆਈਆਂ ਬੁਰਿਆਈਆਂ ਵਾਚੈ ਧਰਮ ਹਦੂਰ, ਕਰਮੀ ਆਪੋ ਆਪਣੀ, ਕੇ ਨੇੜੇ ਕੇ ਦੂਰ। ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸ਼ਕਤ ਕਾਲ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ, ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ। ਜਿਨੀ ਨਾਮ ਧਿਆਇਆ ਗਏ ਮਸ਼ਕਤ ਕਾਲ, ਨਾਨਕ ਤੇ ਮੁਖ ਉਜਲੇ, ਕੀਤੀ ਛੁੱਟੀ ਨਾਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ। ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਆਲ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ, ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ।
Recording.